Stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway. Looking into the raindrops, and he moves it. And he's going to be pulled down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
What the fuck is this? Wow.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Murray going to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second and 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Look you.
They're going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a dangerous throw there.
They about to play me already. Come on, man.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. Ryan finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They're really proud of their performance.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Again, Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. First down, Philadelphia. To throw, it's Murray. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz it, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, second down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On first down, it's Jones, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Murray flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Ryan. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Ryan. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. On second down now, it's Gordon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him back.
So it appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, the man, I threw it to the wrong man.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few
I have man wide open. That's why I lose. That was luck. I threw it to the wrong damn dude. Why is he hurt?
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out in the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
7 yards to pick up there. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan.
I can't get a pick. That's the second one.
Contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Did Ayuk get hurt? Where is he at?
Gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Jones, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. The give is to Jones, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Murray now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be...
How did Aiyuk get hurt? This nigga got a damn tray.
As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete.
I need defense.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green.
I need defense.
And it's second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start pulling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action, Ryan. And the reception made by Green. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They go play action now. Ryan. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought it down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Second down and goal. Ryan. He's got it. Touchdown. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second and 15 now. Murray. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third and short.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So third and 2. This quite possibly four-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Blanche. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kalen Ballage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This taken in at the goal line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better?
My defense cannot. Nobody can pick a pass.
7 yards, the pickup.
Nobody.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
My defense just terrible.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now it's Ryan. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. play action. Now it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And, he's unable to hold on
25 people back.
A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise.
Back in the game?
And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over in his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he?
Now they put him back in the game.
What's going on out there? And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Amendola set to return it. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. They go play action with Ryan. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. Ryan. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. In your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it
roughing the
deep
passer.
over the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jack.
Oh!
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the
Stop
option.
playing.
Let's face it,
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Wow, fumble or some shit.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around.
Playing good, actually. The nigga actually playing good. Although I just jacked it off. I didn't have to throw that interception. He can't stop it.
To throw is Murray. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's
but I can't get an interception to save my life.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Murray, rolling to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Look at this!
It's intercepted. Trey Flowers puts it past the 10 to the 11-yard line. Stops. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing.
I just will not take the win to save my life. I just won't do it.
That's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know
Just will
that's
not take a win.
pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Ryan. Into the hands of Ingram. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now is Ryan. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And that's
TV's a piece of shit.
Jets going to use the second
No way I'm
of their
making a
3
play.
timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Look at this. Butterfinger ass niggas.
But he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet.
Nigga wasn't even in the game.